Something inside you has been sensing it, even if you haven't said it out loud. A shift, a pressure, a quiet anticipation in your chest. A feeling that something big, something powerful is moving toward your life. It's not fear, it's not anxiety, it's something deeper, something your spirit recognizes before your mind does. Because before something powerful enters your life, your soul always feels it first. And you wouldn't be hearing these words if they weren't meant for you. You were guided here because there is something approaching your life that you must not ignore. Lately, you've been feeling disconnected from things that used to comfort you. You've been pulling away from certain people without knowing why. You've been craving silence, craving clarity, craving a deeper meaning behind everything that's happening. That's not coincidence, that's preparation. The universe always prepares your spirit before it delivers a blessing. It clears your mind before it reveals direction. It softens your heart before it brings peace. And it removes what is misaligned before it gives you what is destined. Something powerful is on its way to you, and your inner world has already begun to shift because of it. You may feel restless at times, awake late at night with thoughts you can't shake. You may feel emotional for no obvious reason, as if parts of you are releasing memories, pain, or old versions of yourself. You may feel tired even after sleeping because your soul is doing work your body doesn't understand. These feelings aren't random. They are signs, signals, preparation for the next chapter of your life. The universe doesn't send a blessing into a chaotic spirit. So before something powerful enters your life, everything around you begins to rearrange. This is why things that once made sense suddenly feel confusing. Why people you once trusted reveal their true intentions. Why situations that used to feel good now feel draining. Why paths you were once sure of suddenly feel wrong. These moments are not meant to discourage you, they're meant to redirect you. The powerful thing entering your life cannot be built on the shaky foundation of your past. And so the universe is removing what cannot stay. You may not understand the endings right now, but one day you'll look back and realize they were the beginning of everything you prayed for. You may have been asking for clarity, asking for guidance, asking for a sign, asking for a breakthrough. And now the universe is answering, not with loud voices or obvious instructions, but with subtle shifts in your energy. When something powerful is coming, you start feeling out of place in your old life. You start noticing what no longer aligns. You start hearing your intuition louder than your fear. You start recognizing your worth, even when others don't. Your spirit is waking up, and whenever your spirit awakens, your life must follow. Something powerful is coming, and that's why the old cycles feel so uncomfortable now. You're outgrowing things you once tolerated. You're noticing patterns you once ignored. You're seeing truths you once avoided. This isn't you becoming colder or distant. This is you evolving. You are stepping into a version of yourself that doesn't settle, doesn't chase, doesn't apologize for existing, doesn't dim its light for anyone. This next chapter of your life requires a stronger you, a clearer you, a more intuitive you, a more aligned you. So don't be surprised if you've been feeling the urge to isolate yourself, to retreat, to create distance, to think deeply, to reflect. This isolation isn't abandonment, it's elevation. The universe pulls you away from noise when it's trying to whisper something important. Pay attention to what feels heavy right now. Pay attention to what your soul is rejecting. Pay attention to what drains you instantly. Pay attention to who you feel uncomfortable around. Pay attention to the situations that feel forced. Your soul is becoming allergic to anything that cannot remain in your next chapter. The powerful thing entering your life cannot coexist with what is draining you. So the universe is clearing space, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, energetically. And yes, sometimes that clearing feels like loneliness. Sometimes it feels like confusion. Sometimes it feels like loss. But it's none of those things. It's alignment. You are being aligned with the life you were meant to live, not the one you've been settling for. This powerful thing that's coming isn't small. It is not a minor shift. It is not a temporary blessing. It is something that will change the direction of your life. Something that will introduce you to a higher version of yourself. Something that will expand your spirit beyond everything you've experienced so far. It might be a person. It might be an opportunity. It might be clarity. It might be healing. It might be abundance. It might be a spiritual awakening that elevates every part of your existence. Whatever it is, you can feel it. That feeling in your chest, that pull in your soul, that sense that something is coming. A sense you can't explain to anyone because it isn't coming from your mind. It's coming from your energy. What you're sensing is the vibration of your future aligning with your present. You're feeling the pull of destiny, and because of that, you cannot go back to who you used to be. You may have tried. You may have attempted to reconnect with old cycles, old friendships, old versions of yourself. But every time you try to return to your past, something inside you rejects it instantly. You feel drained, you feel uncomfortable, you feel disconnected, because your spirit refuses to dilute itself anymore. You can't go backward even if you wanted to. That's how you know something powerful is coming. Your soul is already moving ahead. Your energy is already preparing for the future. Your intuition is already guiding you, and the universe is aligning paths that you haven't even seen yet. Trust these changes. Trust these endings. Trust these feelings. Trust this moment, because something powerful is approaching your life, and the universe brought you here to say, don't ignore this sign. And the truth is, your spirit has known this moment was coming long before your mind ever understood it. That's why you've been feeling a strange mix of restlessness and peace, fear and excitement, uncertainty and inner knowing. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, not because you're about to fall, but because you're about to fly. You can sense the shift in the air. You can feel the energy moving around you. You can tell something is approaching your life that will make everything feel different, lighter, clearer, more aligned. Right now, you might be feeling like you're in between versions of yourself. You're not who you used to be, but you're not yet who you're becoming. You're in the transition, the hallway, the in-between space where everything feels uncertain, but also strangely purposeful. This space is sacred. It's where your soul sheds the weight of old timelines. It's where your intuition gets louder. It's where the universe whispers direction. And this whisper, it led you here. You may feel confused at times because your old desires are fading. Things that used to excite you don't anymore. Old dreams feel too small for the person you're becoming. That's because something powerful is coming that requires new dreams, new beliefs, new priorities. You're not losing passion. You're outgrowing the life that was built from survival instead of purpose. People may also be falling away from your life, sometimes suddenly, without closure or explanation. This isn't a sign that you're unlovable. It's a sign that their energy is no longer aligned with where you're headed. Some souls can only walk with you for a chapter, not your entire story. And as painful as that feels, deep down you know it's necessary. You can't carry everyone with you into your next level. Some people were connected to the version of you that you're shedding. And as your spirit rises, their presence begins to naturally fade. Do not chase what is leaving. Do not cling to what feels heavy. Do not fight for what your soul is trying to release. You're clearing space right now, space for something powerful to enter, and you can tell, can't you? You can feel the shift even when nothing seems to be changing on the outside. You can sense that something is aligning even if you don't see the evidence yet. That is because energetic change always happens before physical change. The vibration shifts before the results appear. The soul expands before the blessing arrives. The universe prepares you spiritually before it blesses you physically. You might have days where you feel exhausted, drained, or overwhelmed. That isn't weakness. That's energetic recalibration. Your body is adjusting to a higher frequency. Your emotions are releasing old burdens. Your intuition is becoming sharper. Your dreams are becoming messages. Your mind is becoming quieter. Your heart is becoming softer but stronger at the same time. This is preparation. This is realignment. This is the universe saying, get ready. Something powerful is coming that will require a healed version of you, a present version of you, a courageous version of you. That's why life has been pushing you inward, because inward is where your strength is rebuilt. Inward is where clarity forms. Inward is where magic begins. Your solitude lately has not been loneliness, it's been renewal. It's been your soul calling you home. Pay attention to the signs around you right now. They're getting louder. The repeated numbers, the synchronicities, the songs that feel like messages, the dreams that feel too real, the inner urges that come out of nowhere, the coincidences that aren't coincidences. Nothing is random. Everything carries meaning. Everything carries guidance. Because what's coming into your life is too aligned, too purposeful, too divine to be ignored. Something big is shifting behind the scenes. Something is being arranged for you. Something is aligning that you didn't even know was possible. And when it arrives, it will feel like the moment everything starts making sense. But before it comes, you must trust this transition, trust the changes, trust the closures, trust the silence, trust the intuition, trust the redirection, trust the preparation, trust the timing. Because the universe does not withhold what is meant for your spirit, it only delays what you're not ready to receive. You are becoming ready now. This powerful thing entering your life might come in the form of clarity, like a sudden realization that changes your entire path. Or it might come as a person, someone whose energy feels like home, someone whose presence awakens something inside you. Or it might come as an opportunity, one that feels bigger than your past, but aligned with your future. Or it might come as healing, deep, emotional, liberating healing that frees you from years of weight. Whatever it is, it will elevate you, it will align you, it will strengthen you, it will transform you. But because it carries power, it requires space. That's why the universe has been clearing your life lately. That's why things have felt uncertain. That's why you've been experiencing endings that didn't make sense. You are being repositioned, redirected, realigned. Something powerful is approaching your life, and your spirit can feel it even before your mind can understand it. Don't ignore this feeling. Don't ignore this transition. Don't ignore this sign. You are being prepared for the kind of breakthrough that doesn't just change your day, it changes your destiny. And when this breakthrough arrives, it won't feel random. It won't feel accidental. It won't feel like luck. It will feel familiar, almost like a memory, like something your soul has been waiting for, like something you've always been destined to meet. Something powerful is coming into your life, and when it appears, it will feel like recognition, not discovery. Your spirit knows what belongs to it long before your mind does. This is why you've been feeling the shift so intensely, why certain things feel off, why certain situations no longer resonate, why your patience is thinner for things that drain your spirit. You are being internally prepared for something externally significant. The universe always upgrades your inner world before upgrading your outer world. It strengthens your intuition before revealing your path. It expands your awareness before opening new doors. You might have noticed yourself becoming more sensitive lately, not in a weak way, but in a spiritually aware way. You feel energies more intensely. You sense people's intentions faster. You pick up on patterns you once missed. You can tell when something isn't right, even without evidence. That sensitivity is not random. It's spiritual preparation. You are being sharpened, emotionally, intuitively, energetically. For the moment this powerful thing enters your life, you're also becoming more selective. You're not connecting with everyone the way you used to. You're not entertaining conversations that feel shallow or forced. You're not tolerating patterns that once felt normal. You're not chasing anyone's approval. This is because your spirit is rising. And when your spirit rises, your standards rise with it, not out of arrogance, but out of alignment. You're beginning to expect the same level of energy you give to the world. You're beginning to honor your worth. Something powerful is coming, and part of your preparation is learning to let go, to release the heaviness you've carried for years, to forgive yourself for decisions you made while you were still learning, to release the guilt, the self-doubt, the shame, the fear, the limitations that were placed on you by other people. You are not meant to carry these emotions into your next chapter. Your next chapter requires a lighter, freer, more confident version of you, a version that believes in your own strength, a version that trusts the divine timing of your journey. And that timing is unfolding right now. There will be moments in the coming weeks where things begin to align in ways you didn't expect, moments where something small triggers a big realization, moments where you feel guided without knowing how, moments where you sense that something is shifting behind the scenes. Pay attention to these moments. They're not coincidences, they're confirmations. You might receive unexpected messages from people you haven't spoken to in a long time. You might stumble upon opportunities you didn't look for. You might feel inspired to start something new. You might feel pulled away from certain environments. You might experience endings that feel painful but freeing. All of this is the universe adjusting your path so that this powerful blessing can enter without resistance. Do not fear these changes. Do not resist them. Do not second-guess your intuition, because your intuition is becoming the strongest tool you have. It is the voice of your higher self, the part of you that already knows where you're going, what you're capable of, and what you deserve. Trust it even when it doesn't make sense. Trust it, especially when it doesn't make sense. Your intuition sees beyond your logic. It knows what your mind has yet to discover. As you move through this transition, you may experience moments of solitude, moments where you feel disconnected or misunderstood. But this solitude is not punishment, it is alignment. You are being pulled inward so you can hear yourself clearly. You are being separated from noise so you can receive guidance. You are being gently removed from situations that no longer serve you. This is divine protection, not isolation. You may also begin to feel sudden waves of motivation, creativity, inspiration, or courage, almost like bursts of energy coming out of nowhere. That is your soul preparing you. That is your spirit rising. That is the universe flooding you with the strength you'll need for what's coming. These surges are not random, they are activation. Soon, you will see why you had to walk through everything you've walked through. Soon, you will understand why the universe needed to prepare you so thoroughly. Soon, you will see the beauty in the delays, the purpose in the endings, the wisdom in the waiting. Soon, you will step into something so aligned that it will feel like it was created specifically for you. And when this powerful thing enters your life, you will feel a shift within seconds. Something in your spirit will recognize it as yours. You will feel grounded and elevated at the same time. You will feel peaceful and excited at once. You will feel like you've stepped into a new dimension of yourself, one where everything that once held you back no longer has any power. This blessing, this shift, this breakthrough, it will not come as chaos. It will come as clarity. It will not come as confusion. It will come as confirmation. It will not come as noise. It will come as peace. Your spirit will know, your heart will know, your energy will know. You're not just waiting for something powerful, you are becoming someone powerful. This message found you because you were meant to hear it, feel it, absorb it, awaken through it. The universe does not send signs randomly, it sends them when the soul is ready. And your soul? It is ready now, ready for change, ready for healing, ready for direction, ready for abundance, ready for alignment, ready for something bigger than anything you've experienced before. Something powerful is about to enter your life. Something aligned, something divine, something transformative, something that will shift the way you think, feel, move, believe, dream, and live. Don't ignore this sign. Don't doubt this moment. Don't question the timing. Don't underestimate what's coming. What's meant for you is moving toward you faster than you think. And when it arrives, everything your energy, your path, your relationships, your opportunities, your purpose. Will transform. Prepare your spirit, strengthen your heart. Trust your intuition, stand in your worth, because something powerful is coming, and it was always meant for you.